FEMA approved its request for a disaster declaration to provide assistance with the Kohala Ranch brush fire over on the Big Island.
It is another Fire Tip Tuesday. Okay, so this week, knowing that May is Wildfire Preparedness Month, we are coming into the brush fire season here on the Big Island, which is a very important time of the year for us. So we wanted to share with you guys resources from HWMO, which is the Hawaii Wildfire Management Organization. So they're at hawaiiwildfire.org. You can find this entire Ready, Set, Go guide, which is what we're going to kind of go over today, just to keep it brief. So first of all, introduce all of ourselves. I'm Roy, Tyson,
Jay,
John.
Yeah, you guys have seen us before, nothing new. So this Ready, Set, Go guide essentially is a 3-part piece onto how to prepare your home, how to set yourself up, and how to evacuate in proper time. And so we're going to go over the pieces. John's going to start with the ready portion.
Okay, getting ready.
Getting ready.
So ready, you're going to create a defensible space around your home. There's 3 different zones you can look at, just so that fire doesn't reach it. Another part of that is hardening your home. So there's different parts of it to harden your home. Roofs, the eaves, vents, walls, all the way down to your areas around your home.
But the hardening your home thing is real important, because we should go over that real quick, which is what is hardening your home mean, right? So why are we hardening our home? What does that mean?
So I'm gonna just cut right there.
Yeah, briefly.
So hardening your home, this is really important. Hardening your home means that you're protecting your home from any flying embers, because embers can travel, like you said, miles.
Yeah.
So the tiniest ember can land anywhere in these spots and ignite your home. So you want to make sure your roofs are protected by being non-combustible. Make sure your gutters are clear from debris. Making sure your eaves are clear too as well. No bird nests and stuff like that. Also the vents. Make sure you have like 1/8 screen to cover it. So just make sure your home is ready to like take an ember and knock it away. So and then make sure your screens are and your windows are closed. Right. And
So hardening your home basically just means is preparing your home to be less susceptible to wildfire, right? That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. So realistically, you're looking at thousands of embers flying at.
At high speed. High
Right?
speed, high miles. I mean, especially on our west side.
So
where the winds whip through.
Closing your windows, doing as much as you can so that the spread doesn't go to your home.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
We can get real in depth. But
we can get real in depth.
Be brief.
We're just being brief. We're just kind of glazing over stuff.
Just make sure there's no dry debris around your place that embers can land in and ignite your home. That's pretty much that part.
So get away with dead plants. Get rid of all your junks outside that can possibly burn, and you don't need to take them to the dump. Get rid of them.
All decaying rubbish, leaves and stuff like that.
Right.
Part of the ready part is getting your emergency evacuation plan. In here, there's a lot of resources for you to fill those out. Also, you make sure everybody knows how to work a fire extinguisher. Make sure you teach everybody how to turn off your where your gas shutoffs and stuff like that is. Make sure you have your go bag, which is really important. Make sure you have all your medicines for you, your kids, even your pets, and then extra clothes and water, and make sure you have a radio. So just pretty much get everything ready. So in case there's a wildfire coming, you'll be ready to leave.
And one of the things I wanted to throw in there was, I know in a previous Fire Tip Tuesday we talked about those medical forms that are available, that we make available. So having those, because in case you can't grab all your pills, at least you have a list, and we can, you can go to a pharmacy and get squared up that way. Get your doctor knowing what doses you're on and everything else. So those resources. Okay. And then so that's the ready part, right? So just preparing yourself before this season starts, before a fire starts. You're not going to get your house ready. So how do we set ourselves up
for success?
So for success.
So when in the event there is a fire, that's the set part, right? So the set part is gonna be situational awareness when a fire starts. So basically, we're being prepared to go, right? Is the set part. So we listen to the radio, we listen to emergency notifications, TV, local radio stations, NIXO, websites, and then we're just being ready in the event that the fire is approaching your house or your community, that he is ready to go as soon as possible, right? That's the set part. So you're gonna alert families and neighbors. You're gonna ensure that you have an emergency supply kit on hand, battery powered radio, spare batteries, like that emergency stuff, just in any natural disaster. Yeah. And you want to remain close to your house, also, like, to be ready. I mean, not to be ready, but to go, right? So remain close to your house, watch your family, watch your pets. So you don't have to go shopping or anything like that. Right. But yeah, and evacuation, you want to evacuate as soon as you're set. Do not wait for evacuation orders, and that's part of the go part too. But
Yeah.
it has it in here. But basically, that's what the set part is just knowing what the fire is doing, listening to emergency TV, radio stations, and just being prepared to go at any time.
Yeah, so I think that leads us up to the goal, right? So the ready part is we're gonna get all of our stuff organized, get our home as prepared as possible, because that's stuff you have to do way beforehand, right? You can't start prepping the outside of your house when a fire is coming, right? The set part is how do I load the spring, right? It's the fire is imminent. It's a few miles away. Let me be prepared. Excuse me, in case there's a fire coming, and then now the go. So go is.
Leave early.
Go and leave early.
Yeah, and why do we leave early?
So we talked about this earlier about leaving early. Kind of puts yourself in the clear of everyone else. When usually it causes congestion, like, we don't want to talk about our situation, but usually if everyone leaves at the same time, last minute, usually roads get stuck. People end up leaving their cars parked, running out, running away from the scene, blocking access, right? And you're not only blocking access for the people in the community, but our first responders, right? Our police and fire, especially fire, for when there's these brush fires, they're aggressive in attacks. Usually, we want to try and get ahead of the head and extinguish it. But if we're put in situations where there's community members stuck in the fire area, we usually take life over property first, right?
Right.
So putting your position of success is leaving early. We talked about this earlier. Water hoses do nothing to a brush fire.
Don't
Sadly,
stand there and try to put it out.
It doesn't do much to a
doesn't,
brush fire. I don't know. So you trying to defend your space or your home might put yourself and your life in danger, as well as our first responders trying to attack this fire with. We do have a lot of brush fire trucks. We have 2 choppers ready, and everybody works hard when there's a situation, right? And our battalion chiefs put a lot of effort into these fires. We're well aware that this is the brush fire season. This is where we need to take things a lot more seriously, and we have the vehicles now to attack these type of situations, right? As you've seen in our other videos.
I think one of the biggest things is some of these neighborhoods, the in and out access is pretty limited.
Yeah.
So if everybody starts freaking out at the same time and leaving at the same time, essentially what happens is you back up, and almost always, and we've seen it in recent fires, where people will just get out of their cars and run.
Yeah.
And they'll take off, right? And then all of a sudden, there's 40 cars in a row, and we can't get past either. So
Great example is Waikoloa, above Waikoloa, that do subdivision. There's only 2 exits, up and down.
Yeah.
If everyone leaves at one time, that congests that whole area super fast. There's a big community in there.
Yeah.
So leaving early, getting yourself away is something that it makes us as first responders a little bit easier for us when we come in and trying to do our job, right?
yeah, if the place is nice and empty, we can be a lot more efficient, right? So
That's true.
with the limited resources we have.
So that's the goal, leaving early. What else we got for this?
That's it. So
Yeah,
in the
other
back there's
resources
basic
are just
resources, right?
Large
already
owners, you got
Yeah.
your family wildfire action guide,
Well.
evac plan, emergency notes.
Yeah. It's all
Checklist.
further ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's on the website, yeah.
Yeah. So HawaiiWildfire.org, go to resources, and you can find a PDF digital copy of this.
This ready set go factor is like for anything, especially with us in the Big Island, the lava. That's another thing. Being ready for any
Anything,
situation, right?
It's a great
Anything,
resource.
yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Not just for wildfires.
So especially if you live in these areas where you're prone to brush fires, you should think twice and be using this type of ready, set, go guide for you and your family. You guys got anything else?
No, that's awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
An awesome guide.
Be prepared. Do it beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like John said, you can find it on their website. You can print it out. We do have some hard copies, limited in kilo if you guys need, but you can find everything, every information. Is there a place that we can contact if people have questions about this? HWMO, they do have a number, HWMO.
I think on their website they have all the contact us tabs. Yeah,
you
you can contact them. Yeah,
if you
get
need
what
more
resources.
information.
Because there's other resources they have also, right?
Yeah.
So
This is just one.
this is just
separate
kind of like
resource.
a overview of the programs. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's it. That's a
That's
short
it.
one. Fire Tip Tuesday.
Fire Tip Tuesday.
Alright, the dudes.
Stay safe.
Fire Tip Tuesday.